Okay guys, so as promised, here we are 2 weeks later. That was a quick 2 weeks, but we're back to check on the progress of our compost pile that we started 2 weeks ago, July 29th. And this is the tarp that I cover my compost pile with when I'm not adding to it or doing anything with it. So let's uncover it and see what we got. Now, what I did do earlier today was I threw some grass clippings on there from cutting the grass today. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set us back up on our bucket here, and we're going to add grass clippings to what we already started 2 weeks ago. So basically, we can break down the pile. I hope that you can tell how much darker it is from what we started with 2 weeks ago. I'll give you a quick reminder. What we started with 2 weeks ago was just fresh cut grass, and hopefully you can see the difference. A lot darker now. So basically what we're going to do today is we're going to add a little bit of grass to it. I don't have a lot of fresh grass clippings, but we're going to add some fresh green grass from cutting today, and we're going to add in some more of the hardwood mulch that I've got, and this stuff is really fine. It's really broken down. You can use wood chips, but the finer the better, because then they're going to break down easier for you. But I can put my grass on there, put some hardwood mulch on there, add a little bit more of my compost that's already done. That'll act like a boost to get things cooking again. And then last but not least, I'm going to add my my tonic in my 20-gallon hose end sprayer, can of beer, can of Coke, and fill the balance of the jar with clear liquid ammonia. And we're going to give this a good spray because we put on some dry hardwood mulch on here. And so we're just going to make sure that it's good and wet. Basically just mixing in today's grass clippings, this week's grass clippings. We can do this every week. A little bit of grass clippings. Anytime I add grass clippings, I'm going to add some hardwood mulch on them to help keep them separated so they don't start, you know, sticking together on me and turning into a big green smelly paste. We want to keep it mixed up, keep it just wet enough. Everybody always says the consistency of a wrung out damp sponge. If you're too wet, your pile is done. You might as well throw it out. So it's better to be a little bit on the dry side. If the pile's not heating up, you can always throw a little bit of water on it, throw a little bit of tonic on it to get it to heat up. But I think because this pile has been hot now for the last 2 weeks, I'm going to say that the amount of water, the amount of tonic from my hose end sprayer that I have on here is just about right. So all we're going to do now is we're going to mix in these green grass clippings. What these are going to do is they're going to give us the fuel for this pile to get super hot again. And so when I come out here tomorrow morning again before work, just like 2 weeks ago, the pile will be steaming in the morning when I take the tarp off. And I usually just take the tarp off, put my hand in there to see that it's heating up. That way I know I have the right amount of liquid, I have the right amount of greens, I have the right amount of carbon, which is the hardwood mulch. If I have all of that right, and it's really not that difficult, there's only 3 things. If you get all of that right, it's going to heat up for you, and it's going to turn nice and brown. So basically this is what you're doing every week. This is what I'm doing every week. Every week I cut the grass, I come out here, I add the clippings to the pile, I add some hardwood mulch to the pile. I always hose it all down. You guys have heard me say that more than once. Hose it down, put it back on, you know, a bit of a pile, not super high, and I don't want it to be compact. I want it to be kind of, you know, light and airy, as much air as I can get in there. The quicker it'll heat up for me, and the longer it'll stay hot. So that's it for this week. Again, it's the same routine every week. We're going to cut grass, we're going to come in here, add it to our existing pile, add some chips, water it down, mix it all up, get it all stirred up real nice, cover it back up with our tarp, and walk away and let nature take its course. So let's put the tarp back on for today. I'll put this on here. I'll throw a couple of bricks on here to keep the critters out and keep the wind from blowing my tarp away. And that's it. That's all we need to do for now. It's going to heat up again tomorrow when I come out here before work. It'll heat up all week, and I'll probably shoot another video on maybe a week now. If it can go 2 weeks, I'll wait 2 weeks, but I just want to keep you up on the progression of what's going on and how this is going to break down, how it's going to turn into some good compost for you. So thanks for watching again, guys. I hope you like the videos. Any questions, please post them. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. And good Lord willing, I'll see you soon.